Insurance isn't one size fits all. That's why customers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years now. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they'll show you options that fit your budget. So whether you're picking out your first policy or just looking for something that works better for you and your family, they make it easy to see your options. Visit Progressive.com. Find a rate that works for you with the Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
You're listening to this podcast, so I know you've got a curious mind. Here's a helpful fact you might not know yet. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $900 on average. Pop over to Progressive.com, answer some questions, and you'll get a quick quote with discounts that are easy to come by. In fact, 99% of their auto customers earn at least one discount. Visit Progressive.com and see if you can enjoy a little cash back. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings by $946 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2024 and May 2025. Potential savings will vary.
Honey, this Goss has been steeping all week, and it's flavorful, bold, and ready for consumption.
Yes, ma'am. We've got some summer travel updates from our non-drag adventures on the road.
Summer travel, summer not. We finally learned what a crepter is.
And we have some political chats and updates about things going wrong.
Plus a moment to talk about the iconic and legendary Olivia Newton John.
And a tip spot with the one and only Ms. Pat from the Ms. Pat Show on BET+. Woo woo! Emmy nominated.
Yes, and don't you worry, we've got plenty of spelunking to do as well.
This Friday is jam-packed. We better start immediately.
Let's get into some
Hot Goss.
Panties, bitch. M.
Oh.
M. Mom!
Snap and two claps for a body like that.
Ooh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. And maybe throwing a fart, too. Ooh, that tastes like chestnut.
Oh, wow. Piping hot tea on a piping hot day. I love it. We want to welcome you back for yet another steaming,
piping,
scalding serving of Hot Goss.
It's our weekly chat show where we talk about events in our lives.
The tea is on. The tea is done. The tea is done. Tea's done. Christ. This is our weekly chat show where we talk about events in our lives, gossip and politics, and take a deep old dive into those DMs. So let's go ahead and get into some Hot Goss.
Much better.
Much better.
I missed that one on the soundboard.
Me too.
That was really having a moment.
She was so fun to work with in England and the UK.
Oh, she's the most famous woman in the UK.
Honestly, Bag of Chips is stunning.
She's also class.
Her she takes in the ass.
Rue never. So it is summertime. I trust the Dutch. Trust the Dutch. It's summer. I mean, in our hemisphere, let's be fair to the Down Unders.
Are you wearing your summer diamonds?
Summer diamonds and summer.
Where are you? On Fire Island or Brazil? Where
No, I am in Manhattan at the moment, and we are going to have a day of rehearsal for the Taylor Swift show we're doing.
Oh.
That's right. Divatronic presents Taylor Swift 1989.
Make sure you learn those second verses.
Girl, she has a lot of words.
Girl, she is a thesaurus with a helicopter and a private jet.
Honey, multiple private jets. Everywhere you look, there's a private jet.
Everywhere
you look, there's a carbon footprint. There's a carbon footprint here. There's a carbon footprint. Tiny foot, large footprint. That's all I'm saying.
Wait, tiny foot. She's 5'11". I don't think the foot is tiny.
Petite. I was talking about myself, but
Taylor Swift had the nerve to say that she had never heard of 3LW before she got sued for that Shake It Off song. How have you never heard of 3LW?
Listen,
I'm getting tired of your promises.
This is
How did she never hear?
Taylor was very sweet to get herself in the news just in time to promote our show that's celebrating this very singular album of music. She was like, what can I do? I haven't put out a new song in a minute. I just want to get my name out there. So she was really nice to do that for us. But you know what? The show's going to be really good because the music is really good. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
It's really beautiful stuff. And as always, at a Divatronic production, we're going to have our crew of dancers. We're going to have a bunch of drag guest stars, live singers. And I'm going to be wearing a short little petite wig.
Oh.
That's worth the price of admission.
Can't you do that long tendril look from her first album?
Girl.
No?
You'll just have to come and find out. That's going to be at $3 Bill in Brooklyn on August 18th. And we might be adding a show on the 19th because, I don't know, everyone's talking about Taylor Swift.
Sounds epic. No, she might be adding a show on the 19th so she could stay another day to go to Fire Island. That's what it is.
Well, no, but I would be in Brooklyn, though, if we added a second show, so I wouldn't be on Fire Island.
Exactly.
If I wanted to go to Fire Island, I wouldn't add a second show. So I could get straight on the private jet right after.
Okay.
And you can come too, but we should take separate private jets. It's just easier.
I will take the Uber Blade.
It's just easier.
Okay. I'm gonna blade it.
You take the chopper. I'll take the jet.
Okay.
She got the Porsche and she got the Palace.
And never shall the two meet in between.
What privilege.
It is.
Where are you? What are you doing?
I'm in Brooklyn at Gina's.
Oh, you're in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I thought you were in Fire Island this whole moment.
No, we're New York dolls. So I'm in Brooklyn, about to go to the Hamptons for a couple days, and then I'm gonna go to Fire Island. Don't give me the That
what?
Dipper gave me white lady bouge waiting at the deli. Rich. They don't have any numbers. Can I just get my dill potato salad? They didn't have a number. I was here first. He gave me the
Are you going to the Berkshires with Dorinda?
There's so many words in that sentence I don't know what they mean.
Don't sleep in the fish room. No matter what you do, just make sure she doesn't put you in the fish room.
Is she a queen that we know?
She is a queen that we don't know.
Okay.
She is a queen in her own right.
Well, I slept this weekend in a luxury home in the Nevada Hills, Nevada mountains.
Why? What was happening?
Courtney and I went to the forest and a river.
Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain, though?
Honey, the river ran, and I didn't have any hairspray or another pair of tights.
That sounds really fun. Did you have a good time? Did you have fun up there?
I had a lovely time up there. We had mirth and merriment and Molly.
Did you hear the wolf cry to the blue corn moon, though?
I asked the grinning otter why he grinned. And he bit me! He bit me! He bit me! He thought I was a clam! Courtney was there. There was
sad
watching.
Tears of a clam.
Yeah.
Bird watching. Oh my god.
Honey, it was so hard to do some social media because everybody had their wangs out. Not Alexander either.
Oh dear.
Yeah. But we did it. We persevered. And it was a lovely time. There were like natural water slides, like rocks to slide down. You wet the rock and then you slide down it.
Oh my god, that sounds so cool.
Yep, it was. It was lovely.
All that and bird watching too.
Did
love that.
Did the mic pick that up?
What did you do?
Oh, good.
Did you fart?
No. You have to be specific of the genus of fart. It may have been a cum fart. And they sound different because of the viscosity.
Cum fart kisses.
Cum Fart Kisses, which is my new fragrance at Kohl's this fall.
Cum fart kisses and DP dreams.
Yeah. Cum Fart Kisses and DP Dreams. Courtney's fragrance is Sweet Kisses, and that's available at finer Burdines. And then her sister fragrance, Crystal Kisses, is available at Pennies.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Pennies.
Pennies, yep.
Oh, yes, honey.
Do you want to open
Pennies
a Pennies
on the
charge
dollar.
account?
Yes, I fucking would. Now, have you heard of a crepter? No, there's a lot of... The internet is in a firestorm over this.
I've only heard of a crepter because I did something I don't normally do when I went to the section of Twitter without the blue checks in the mentions. Is that bougie? And
I think it's protective of your mental health. I think that's all it is.
Yeah, I have to. And I found out that it was like a cronut, like a croissant / donut, but it's got diamonds.
/ scepter, delicious.
So
a crepter, we have been
multiple
told
people
from listeners, a crepter, of course, is the thing that was handed to all the girls on All Stars as they were sort of, sent away.
But we were supposed to know what it was, or smart enough to figure it out on our own.
Well, a lot of people were smart enough. We just didn't happen to be two of them.
We've only listened to like
300.
We've only listened to 300 episodes of Drag Race. How would we choose to put two words together in a funny manner? Like I didn't know you could do that.
I've never heard of that being done on the show, but I guess they're just trying new formats.
Crazy.
A crepter means a crown scepter.
Someone wrote in, "Hello, distinguished panel of judges and Dipper. Crepter means a crown scepter. I was yelling into the void as y'all were debating last episode. Mercy from an ESL student who got it faster than you." Oh, wow. Emily from Edmonton, Canada. Well, Emily you're a bitch.
Edmonton. No. Emily from Edmonton. The next caller will be I'm trying to think of
Vicky from Vancouver.
Samantha from Sacramento. Emily from Edmonton.
I was just in Sacramento. They have a lovely airport. Lots of options. Small, but nice.
Chantal from Chicago. No, I'm just trying to think of city names. Thinking of the city name is faster and easier.
Florence from Florence. We broke the internet. She's Italian.
Dustin from Dusseldorf. Okay, let's go on. Now, have you heard of a ball? Are you having a ball?
I've heard she brings it to you at every ball, and we are talking about Miss Lady Gaga at the Chromatica Ball. Honey, she got...
The Chromatica Ball is popping off in full effect.
Someone threw something at her fucking head. Do you think Lady Gaga really wants your stuffed animal that bad that you have to throw it at her head while she's performing for thousands of people?
She has a force field around her, though.
No, she doesn't. This one hit her.
Someone threw a fucking... We don't do that to Mother.
We don't do that to Gaga. Yeah, it's like...
We don't do that. Don't do it to drag queens either, goddammit. And especially do not do that to this woman who has contributed so much to your fucking life. Don't do it. She doesn't... Give her the teddy bear in another fashion.
She didn't miss a beat, obviously, but I was just kind of offended for her because that kind of thing, when it's out of the blue, it could like fuck up your balance and make you fall, and who knows how big the stage was and where she was. Yeah. It's like, honestly, just don't.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, just don't.
You know what else is dangerous? There's a conservative Reddit thread that has some things to say about the Chromatica Ball. The title of this is "Ugh, My Wife Dragged Me to Lady Gaga," and it's filed under mass formation psychosis. That should be the name of our podcast.
It should be. This gentleman...
It reads, most crazy, nutty, androgynous, ugly, confused people in one place I have ever seen. I am dying here. Nothing against anyone, but men in dresses by the thousands, and wigs and makeup, etc., etc. I don't belong here. See, he says I don't belong here. He's quoting Adore Delano. I mean, I don't know why he has such a problem with drag. I'm sure she is a great performer, but holy hell, this is crazy. In DC, this will be my last foray into this type of thing. We are in real trouble as a country. Men are no longer men.
The show is halfway over. Don't know the music. All dance music. She drops the F-bomb every other word. Did a song where she shows having an abortion. It looks like pretty disgusting. The dance music is pretty catchy, builds into rave music basically every song. The crowd is about half and half, kind of normal and half alternative lifestyle, maybe more the latter. Lots of young boys acting flamboyantly feminine and sexual with their friends. My soon-to-be ex-wife wanted to bring my 14-year-old daughter here. That will never happen until she is old enough to make her own decision on her own. I would never expose young children to this, ... ever. We are in real trouble.
Well, listen, I agree with them because they both say, are these two different people or is this one guy?
This is one guy.
Halfway through the show.
I agree with this person in the sense that we are in real trouble as a country. That is the fucking truth. However, it is not because of people wearing dresses and listening to music. That is not the trouble in this country. The trouble in this country is that we don't fucking take care of people in any way. We don't fucking pay people enough. And everyone's fucking poor and desperate and fucking fighting each other. That's the actual problem in this country. And I'm actually worried about our country as well.
This guy doesn't even sound like he's wearing acrylics.
He didn't even put on a nail for Gaga. So, like, also, girl, you took this ticket away from someone who really needed it because there's monsters out there who can't get their hands on a ticket.
And these tickets are hard to come by.
They are hard to come by. So I'm glad that you were able to be on your phone the whole time on conservative Reddit.
What a dick.
I'm guessing it's a sir.
I need something very gay after this to gay me back up. What if we
cleanse the palette?
What if we go to a rainbow and find a spotlight and then maybe shine it upon it?
Oh yes, let's do that. Our rainbow spotlight this week is Patience by Lethem featuring Patine. Oh.
Well, you got it both ways just in case.
I like to pronounce things in a fancy manner. Willam and Bij de Père.
Alaska.
Well, we'll take a break on that one.
All right, let's listen to this amazing song and we'll be right back.
Spending my days locked away in my head, building a fort inside of our bed, waiting for you to come home now, baby, yeah. Maybe I'm being hysterical, but the way that you speak is so lyrical. Oh, you're taking your time, I'm getting impatient now. I've been losing all my patience, sick and tired of always waiting. Oh, I've been losing all my patience. I've been staying up too late, I'm committing to the long way. Oh, I've been losing all my patience.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, everybody needs a website. Otherwise, you're just out there making your business happen with what? Word of mouth? No, ma'am. If you've got a passion project that you're starting, if you want to start making drag watches that are purely ornamental, made for the sole purpose of a queen touching her wrist during lip sync when the song lyrics say, time. That idea is brilliant and needs a website. This is why you need Squarespace, because Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain. Showcase your offerings with a professional website, then you can grow your brand and get paid all in one place. Plus, they have integrated SEO tools, which means search engine optimization, I think, so you can show up more often on search engines. And their Blueprint AI design tool, which can get a fully custom website built in just a few steps if you want to do the whole AI thing. Plus, you can connect your socials, set up easy ways for your customers to buy your products, and even schedule appointments with you. It's all right there on Squarespace. I've scaled a number of businesses in my time, and they have all needed websites because websites just legitimize you, you know? And Squarespace is a great spot for a creative person like me who needs to make a website and has great ideas but doesn't necessarily know the HTML, QRL, TMV of it all, you know? Because I'm not an IT whiz at all. But Squarespace makes it easy for me to select what I want and then put out a wonderful website. And it could be the same for you. You need to check out squarespace.com/drag for a free trial. And then when you're ready to launch, just use the offer code DRAG to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain, which is kind of the same thing. Squarespace.com/drag.
Chime is changing the way people bank. They offer the most rewarding, fee-free banking, and it's built just for you.
I don't want to interrupt here, but I want to chime in. They're not like traditional old banks that charge you overdraft and monthly fees. Plus, they have thousands of fee-free ATMs. There's nothing more frustrating than added fees when you're just trying to access your own money.
Exactly. So with Chime, you are not just switching banks, you are upgrading to America's #1 choice for banking with a Chime checking account.
And how about some of these benefits? All benefits here, honey. Get 5% cash back on a Chime card in a category of your choice, like gas or groceries. And you get savings that grow faster with 3.75 APY. That's 9 times higher than the national average.
And don't forget, they also have Spot Me, which lets you overdraft up to $200 fee-free.
We all need to be proactive in our own finances and understand what our money's doing, and banking can be confusing. There's so many hidden fees and policies that are different at each bank, so you have to look out for you, and with Chime you could do that.
Yes, God, and don't just settle. Find what works for you and get the perks and benefits that are beneficial to your life. Check out Chime.
Honey, I did. I'm a Chime user, and Chime is not just smarter banking, it's the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today.
Head to chime.com/drag. That is chime.com/drag. It only takes a few minutes to sign up.
Chime is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services provided for MyPay and Chime Card provided by Chime Bank Partners. Optional products and services may have fees or charges. Stated annual percentage yield and cashback for Chime Prime only. No minimum balance required.
Checking account ranking based on a J.D. Power survey published October 20th, 2025. For more information on APY rates, MyPay, SpotMe, and travel perks, go to chime.com/disclosures. We're back.
Mm-hmm. We are.
We're film stars. I mean, it's not available widely yet, but we are.
Honey, the AAA girls went from stage to screen this week.
There's buzz. There's buzz.
There's bugs, and they were in Courtney's wigs. Oh, buds. Buds? Was Courtney on
Oscar
Moans?
buzz.
Oh, Oscar buzz. Yes.
We did a little screening in Hollywood of the AAA Girls documentary, which is called Access All Areas. I quite liked it.
I loved it. I thought it was great. I love Crystal. I thought
it's very vulnerable to be in a theater full of people and you're basically watching. I mean, it was basically like watching a snapshot of like a memory of an experience that was really hard and a lot of work and happened about 5 years ago. We did this tour and cameras followed us the whole time. It's very vulnerable to be in a theater when you're on screen, but I think everybody liked it and there were a lot of laughs and it's very funny. There are poignant moments. What did you think of the movie?
It was uncomfortable for me because I'm kind of the villain in it. So parts of it like made me squirm. Like,
she wants to blame it on the edit.
Wow. Yeah, it was great watching it and seeing like my youth captured for Infinity.
Girl.
I loved watching it. It was so fun, but there were moments that I went, "Oh my God, I'm a terrible human." And
Well, you had learning moments, and I think we've all had learning moments over, the past many years. You
girl,
were
I
just
was
ahead of the
remedial
curve.
Renee.
Remedial relay.
We had a camera from Roanoke.
From
Reading. Reading.
Reading, PA.
Can I say something though, Willam? I think you're like such a smart executive producer of the film because it is such a good story what you go through in the movie, and you didn't let the uncomfortableness or your ego or your vanity get in way of telling that story to the people.
Vanity wasn't in it. It was Courtney. We tried to get Vanity, but she wasn't available.
Okay.
So everybody, this will
Vanity
be
for Vancouver.
Can I get Vanity's avail? Brenda,
yes.
cool
and
me.
also you and Courtney get in a really
oh my God,
it's not a tiff, it's a fight. Y'all get in a fight in this movie. So
my one of my favorite scenes is the first fight over the fan art, and then you're just sitting in the back going, "Don't go there, Miss Vita."
The
She
camera
went there, Miss
went
Vita.
over to me. It was like one camera was capturing this whole exchange, and they went over to me, and I was like, "Don't go there, Miss Vita. Don't go." Right at the right time. Good work on our camera team.
Kane and Leo were the best cameramen in the world.
Yes.
And we also shot a music video last week with Kane to coincide with the announcement of the streaming service. Oh, we're not talking about that? That'll be next
it's okay.
week.
It's all over social media. It's fine.
Well, we're shooting a video. We shot a video for our lead single from Access All Areas.
Yes.
And
Lead
it will be
single?
out soon. It's our lead single.
It's a ballad, and that's fine. It's
a mid-temp, honey. It's a mid-temp.
It's definitely one of my favorite songs that we've ever done, and it's called When the Water Runs Clear. And our music's going to be making a triumphant return to streaming services very soon. And
Yes.
To celebrate that, we will be putting out a little visual for the song, which is very beautiful.
Visual.
Something visual.
And we were brunettes, which was groundbreaking. The United Nations sent an ambassador to commend us for
That's
our
so
work.
upsetting.
I know, Jade. It was
we got
upsetting.
a sash and a medal.
Uh-huh.
And the movie, is that going to be out somewhere at some point?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's going to be out. The ink is drying on the deal.
Oh.
And we shall be announcing it very soon. We uploaded all the materials. It will be up very, very soon with a partner that we appreciate.
Exactly. Now we have some sad news, of course. Olivia Newton John has passed away this week at the age of 73. And the meaning of the word icon, a fixture in the sort of heart and mind of, I don't know, the world, I think. She crossed barriers of country, of genre, such a superstar and such a light and so wonderful. And she will definitely be missed. What's your favorite, Olivia Newton John thing?
My favorite ONJ is probably Sordid Lives. She's really great in it. And it's a Del Shores movie where she plays this trashy Southern character, and she was such a great actress, and her light shined through in anything that she did.
Yeah.
And she will be missed.
I love the music from Xanadu. It's something that I dip into all the time. I really want to sing Suddenly My Heart is in Motion. I really want to sing that with Courtney Act. So now, we have an impetus to do so, to dedicate it to Olivia. We love you, Olivia.
We love you.
Ms. Newton John.
Yes. So now we can hijack her song and disgrace her memory by singing it.
Oh my God. Wait. Wait, Let's Get Political is an Olivia Newton John song.
You didn't know that? That's why we were talking.
Of course I knew that. I just forgot.
Oh, yeah, it is.
I just forgot as we were going in. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Wow. Okay. Let's sing it. Let's do it.
5, 6,
Like
7.
to hear it? Here it goes.
Let's get political, political. I wanna get political. Let me see your polycycles.
That's right. I was just doing spot vocals on
Yeah,
that
you were
for
my yes woman. I loved it.
Yes, I was.
Uh,
Yes, God. Check. Politics. Check. Beauty. Check. Vocals. Check. If you're looking for drag, you've come to the right place. Okay.
The show is about to start.
Do you want to go ahead and read? If I had the dollars. Do you want to go ahead and read this?
I'll go ahead. The Senate just passed one of the biggest bills to fight climate change, but it is not all good news. After nearly 18 months of haggling and 15 straight hours of weekend votes, Senate Democrats passed the Inflation Reduction Act on a strict party line vote on Sunday. The bill contains $369 billion in funding for clean energy and electric vehicle tax breaks, domestic manufacturing of batteries and solar panels, and pollution reduction. It is the single most important step the U.S. has ever taken to combat climate crisis, and arguably it's one of the single biggest investments ever made on climate in the world. The bill uses tax credits to incentivize customers to buy electric cars. Remember I was talking about autonomy last week? That you get a huge tax break if you buy an electric car, electric HVAC systems, and other forms of cleaner technology. It also involves incentives for companies to manufacture that technology in the U.S. and includes money for a host of other climate priorities like investing in forest and coastal restoration and resilient agriculture. But the legislation comes with what some call Easter eggs that would benefit oil and gas companies, including provisions for fossil fuels and access.
Can't
And access to new swaths of federal waters in Alaska and the Gulf of Mexico. You know, where all those oils were spilled and they had like burning fires. Some good step forwards, but oil and gas has really got a hold on us. And this is happening because, you know, it wouldn't have been able to pass if they didn't put that shit in, because fossil fuels not only fuel cars, but they fuel campaigns and the political regime right now. And until that changes, until Al Gore can get his water run car on wheels, I think he invented a water car, right?
Till the water runs car.
Till the water runs car, honey.
Well, I mean, that's a little bit hopeful, but then, of course, because it's
the audacity
American
government,
of course, it's American government, so of course it is also equally frustrating and fucking horrible. And,
I mean, it's better than the Russian government.
Okay.
Are we going to talk about Miss Britney Griner? Because there was some 19-year-old American student who brought enough weed into the medicinal grade weed into the country to roll 40 joints, and she was given, I think, 19 days in jail, and she didn't have a fine, and then she had to wait 10 days till she went home to America. Britney Griner had 2 little hash cartridge oil things, and she's given 9 years.
This is crazy. I'm going to read this. Basketball star Britney Griner was sentenced to 9 years in a Russian penal colony. Griner, who was playing in a Russian league during the off-season, just ahead of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, was found with under a gram of hash oil and received nearly the maximum sentence after being found guilty of drug trafficking. Now that the trial is over, Griner's situation is revealed for what it always was: hardcore geopolitics. The Phoenix Mercury women's basketball superstar is caught between Russia and the U.S., competing powers on opposite sides of the Ukraine war. It's unacceptable, and I call on Russia to release her immediately so she can be with her wife, loved ones, friends, and teammates, President Joe Biden said in a statement. The U.S. State Department has been attempting to negotiate for her release, possibly through a prisoner swap. That is fucked.
Yeah.
It's a dirty game of politics, and And it's really sad and really scary. And I hope that they can fucking figure something out to get her the fuck out of there.
And once they figure it out, is that the point where we can all ask each other collectively what would inspire someone to try to bring drugs into Russia of any sort? No, we should cut that then? Let's cut that.
I mean, she said it was a mistake. She said she was packing in a hurry and it was a mistake that they came.
Girl.
It's so little.
Which is, but this can happen like all the time. Like, I mean, I've got giant suitcases and probably there's some shit in there that probably I shouldn't have sometimes.
I've definitely found stuff that I didn't know was in my suitcase before or my pocket.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Shit. I feel so bad for her.
And a penal colony is different than just straight up prison.
Is that where she is?
A penal colony, you work and they show you propaganda. And like, it's not like, oh, bide your time in a cell. It's like labor.
Girl, fuck. They've got to get her the fuck out of there. We'll be keeping an eye on this and on Britney, and I hope they get her the fuck out. So we'll be keeping you updated, and please keep us updated as well. Why don't we go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
A quick one. Don't be lollygagging.
I mean, unless you're a Plus member, and then we'll just come right back immediately. It's like magic.
Uh-huh.
I'm just
the
saying.
gag will lolly.
I'm just saying. BRB.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Okay, well, our next tip spot girl, she had to go and get the nail glue out of her car.
Oh, always these drag queens are needing nail glue, they're needing a bobby pin.
Running a little late. Well, we thought her name was Shanita. She needed a pin. She needed a scissor. She needed some nail glue. Shanita needs, honey. Shanita needs. She need a dose of reality, honey.
Well, thank God someone had a safety pin. We're so excited for our tip spot tonight.
Yes.
Our guest today, she does everything. She's a comedian, she's an author, she's a radio host, she's a podcastress, she's an actress.
She is the creator and star of the hit BET Plus comedy, The Ms. Pat Show. Please welcome the iconic and the lovely Ms. Pat. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. How's your summer going? You've been busy on televisions, on the Daily Show. I saw you with Trevor Noah.
I'm working. I finally wrapped season 3 of the Miss Pat Show. So I'm just trying to get back into comedy, the things that I love the most. So I'm on the road away from my husband and I'm happy.
So I want to talk about the Ms. Pat Show, which is on BET Plus. So tell us about the what, you know.
How much is based on your life and how much isn't?
Yeah.
I would say about 98% is based on my life. And I probably will give a little 3% to the co-creator because he put his little jugs in there every night.
Jordan. Shout out to Jordan.
Jordan E. Cooper.
Mm-hmm. This show is so special because it's a real show. Y'all cuss on there, and you talk about the blended families and the wokeness and making jokes about it. You had this great episode where they were dealing with a non-binary character and being gender neutral, and you said it's not your child's fault that he's Neutrogena. and then they're like, "Mom, you mean gender neutral?" And she's that too. And it was just the funniest, most honest thing I'd seen on TV dealing with non-binary and gender issues. It was showing someone who didn't necessarily understand it, but being open to it. And it was just such a wonderful thing to see on BET. I loved it.
Well, my daughter is gay. And So we wanted to do an episode to say, especially like in the Black community, back in the day, if you was gay, something was wrong with you. That's what we was taught. I mean, that's what the world was taught, especially when you grew up in the church. So that non-binary episode came about, and we combined it with the gay episode, is because my daughter Garyana had a friend to come over one day. And that friend was non-binary, and I had never heard of non-binary. I didn't know what the hell they was talking about. I had never heard of Neutrogena. And the first thing I said, well, what the hell is Neutrogena? And I told this story in the room, and they was like, that's the episode. And I was just being honest, but I was ignorant to the fact of what it was. So I know if I was ignorant to the fact, it was so many other people out there the same way as I was. And it was an opportunity for everybody to learn who watched the episode.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
This you deal with so many things in such a frank way: LGBTQIA issues, pronouns, school shootings, drug addiction. There's racism, there's assault, and you put it through a lens of comedy where everybody can laugh at it and learn. Because nobody's like, oh, you know what? I hate laughing. You make everybody laugh. You're funny as fuck.
Thank you. I mean, I've had a rough beginning, and I've learned over the years that I'm 50 now, that you can't dwell on the things you don't have control over, but you can look at every piece of your life where you think is the darkest, and if you look good, there's a part there that you can laugh at, and that's what I've done my whole life. Season 2 is all about healing, when we take sexual abuse that happened to me through my mama's boyfriend, but it's funny as hell. And I just want people to know, stop crying about shit you can't change and start finding the funny in it. And that's what you're going to find all throughout season 2. I mean, from domestic abuse to abortions to all kind of crazy shit we did.
2 tears in a bucket, motherfuck it. And you got such a great cast. The boy playing Junebug is funny as hell. Tammy Roman is on there cracking everybody up. The wig episode, every drag queen out there would like to personally thank you for that, because we've all dealt with some stolen wigs, bitch.
Wait, is that the courtroom? Is that the courtroom one?
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's so
That
good.
is Jordan. So my co-creator is also gay, and he's like 25, 26 years old. And when he came up with this episode, I said, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then he brought in like Miss Sophia, and then he brought in the other guy. And I had never heard of these. I knew who Miss Sophia was, but I didn't know who the guy who was doing like the commentating. And I said, "Well, do your thing. This is y'all episode." And it was fucking hilarious. And that was his idea to Jake the Wings. I said, "What the fuck are you doing?" It's a Miss Pat show, but it's an episode that's not the Miss Pat show. They kind of stood on their own, and it was just for his community. So I was like, let's rock with it.
The show is really, really incredible, and also like breaking some records.
Shutting down the BET site.
Right, the site got so many downloads on the premiere that you pretty much broke it. That's gotta feel good.
It does feel good because this show was 5 years in the making, and we heard so many no's. And when I got with Jordan Cooper, he decided to take me from Fox, and we went over to Hulu, and we shot the pilot. And Hulu could not understand a black cussing mama who was not baking cakes and rubbing kids on the head. They was like, hell no. So, they dropped it, and BET picked it up, and it was the greatest thing ever because we're black, and we're on a black network that allow us to be who the fuck we are, because it's just subjects that people don't want to talk about. People don't want to talk about racism and the way we does it, and being gay in America, and the whole non-binary things and school shooting. White America don't want you talking about that. America don't want you talking about that, and we just found the funny in it.
I know that there is one little white lady on set, and she is my auntie Mary Lou, and you are officially an Emmy nominated show.
And so is your auntie.
Yes. I heard her voice once because each show starts with you doing the stand up, and it's very much organic, and you tell some jokes, scrap some jokes, and then it gets into the story. But there was a moment where there were some things being yelled at you, some epithets, and I heard this voice, and I was like, that's my aunt's voice. She just yelled that horrible phrase at Miss Pat, and it was so funny, your thing about the porches, and you were like, well, porch.
Yes,
I can't, Miss Pat.
I said, Mary Lou, I need to feel this word porch monkey. So I need you to say it because everybody on set is pretty much black. And Mary Lou came in to direct one episode, and I fell in love with her. Now she's our in-house director.
Word.
And so that day, I was like, Mary Lou, I need you to yell out porch monkey. She's like, no, I said, yell it out, Mary Lou. And it's funny that you called her voice.
The whitest, most chipmunk chipette voice ever. And I was like, that's my aunt. I need to text her. This is such a great show, and it's I can't tell everybody enough. Go out and get BET Plus, watch this show.
Yes.
Season 3 is coming, and season 2 is premiering August 11th this week. So download it, watch it, give her the numbers, and season 3 is coming down too. Where else can we see you? I know you probably have some more stuff brewing, Miss Pat.
I have a book that's based on this show, the memoir called Rabbit. I also have a Netflix special that I dropped this year in February. It's called Y'all Want to Hear Something Crazy. Wanda Sykes produced it and Robert Townsend directed it.
Robert Townsend.
Thank you. It's so much out there that I've been doing and, just continue to do. I just got an overall deal with BET in Paramount Studios to produce more shows that I probably won't be acting in, but I'll definitely be behind the camera on and to give me a little rest. So it's a lot of stuff you're going to see that come from the Miss Pat.
Was that when Y'all Want to Hear Something Crazy? Was that when you talked about getting shot in the titty?
No, I didn't. Y'all Want to Hear Something Crazy is about, it's just crazy ass stories I tell about growing up in the inner city of Atlanta. So it's an hour long stand up on Netflix. Just came out in February.
Oh, cool. And you have the podcast, The Pat Down?
I have the podcast called The Pat Down.
That's a great name.
Thank you. I've been to jail for selling crack. So
Me
I've
too.
always got
Not for crack, different thing.
Okay, well, I just figured the pat down. Well, the pat down with Miss Pat is funny because I've been pat down so many times.
I hate it when they make you squat and cough. That's my least favorite part.
Me too, because usually mine don't hold items too well. But okay.
Oh, slip grip. Thank you so much for coming on and being our tip spot, Miss Pat. You're an icon.
Yeah, we really thank you.
Thank you so much for having me, and I truly appreciate it. And when Little Richard open, Slinging Richard open, you gotta hit me up so we can go together.
Definitely, I'm into it.
Thank you, baby.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm about to fall back asleep. This cave is so dark. And is that a duck in the cave?
Honey, you better duck because the ceiling is very low with stalagmites and stalactites. I don't know which one comes out of the ceiling.
I keep my pleasers up there.
Snag tights and stalactites.
Oh, sounds like a winning combo.
I'm wearing a very off color. It's not quite cerulean. It's sort of a
cornflower
blue. It's like a blue that doesn't exist in any crayon box. That's the color of these tights I'm wearing right now.
A lapis?
There's no name for it, but Snag has come up with it.
Oh, wonderful. So this is the point where we go spelunking,
unking, deep inside the DMs.
This first message comes from Emily. She says, "Dearest Lasky, Willamant, and dip it and flip it. First time, long time. Work the world. Why is no one talking about the bamboozlement in all caps?"
Ooh. Let's talk about it here. If you want to talk about bamboozlery, you've come to the right place. Yeah, please continue. I want to know about this.
Went to the Boston show last night. When purchasing tickets, you were told the lineup was Evie, Vanjie, Rosé, Cameron, and season 14's top 5. Instead, last night, we what seemed like a hodgepodge of 5 contracted queens they threw up there. Don't get me wrong, Jada, Cameron, Georges, Diabetes, and Angeria absolutely slayed, but it felt like they were trying to fill time for lack of other queens. They were bringing audience members up to dance, and the time machine concept felt hokey pokey and left me thinking, did you have fun up there? Not to mention getting pushed by older straight women with her 2 sons rolling on E multiple times, who quickly shut up, put her fan away, and stood still when Asia brought out a glowing banner that said women's rights, gun control, and fuck Trump. Great. All I'm trying to say is that their tour poster had more conjecture than this pod ever could. Oh. Wow. I understand queens are real people and lineups are going to change, but you can't put a queen's face on there when she hasn't done a single show that's blatant false advertisement.
Yeah.
Attached are my wife's Renaissance painting titties, as we are a dick-free household, trying to leave more for you, Willam. Plus, oh, she's a plus member, Emily. Look at them titties.
Your wife's toddies are fierce.
2 of them. Milky white breasts.
Gorgeous. Beautiful. And I love the taupe color of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It just, and I can see you have a phone charger. Can I use that? I'm at 2%.
What say you of this? Because I have some thoughts. I can definitely see when a queen is plugged into somebody else's number or slot, like the Vegas show. You know, it didn't really feel like Jasmine Kennedy was going to be doing "I'm Your Boogeyman," and they use the other girls' intros. It's like the weird and wonderful Roxy Andrews when Evie wasn't there. But
that's weird and wonderful.
I do know that Gottmik's pictures were being used to advertise Work the World for long after his departure. And that's kind of shitty and shady. Like it was in emails and people were posting about it. Like, and you always have to write lineup subject to change, but you should write under that management is shady and doesn't care about your feelings.
Yeah. I mean, okay. So they're using a sort of picture with tons of queens on it. There's a picture here. And
14 queens on it. And you get 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah. So I mean, is this? It's not false advertising because they own the likeness and imagery of these girls because of the contract with World of Wonder. So they can use them to promote. They can use a picture of them to promote whatever they want. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure the website says lineup subject to change, which covers them to an extent. But this sounds like it's like a gross and egregious, like misleading of the audience.
Yes.
So what do we do? I mean,
I don't know. I've washed my hands of this show long ago because when I filled in for Work the World with Brandon Voss in Spain, Courtney and I filled in for a couple shows when Some Girls Left to do All Stars, and immediately after I got off stage, Brandon was like, "You sing in Spanish?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm in Spain and I have a song called Es una pasiva. You've never heard it?" He's like, "No, that was so great that you did that." And I was like, "Wait, so you really booked me out of the blue for 4 dates in Spain not knowing that I sang in Spanish?" He's like, "No, I had no idea."
Yeah.
And then by the last show, it was, "Do you really need a sound check? Do you have to do it live?" Because he does not like dealing with sound checks and live mics because that means you have to get there early. And I don't know. Sharon was always telling me that he was trying to get her not to sing live. And I was like, well, I've heard you, bitch. So I get that.
Is that a read?
Yes, it is. But, you know, I'm not a fan of how his shows run. And I am a fan of the people in them sometimes, but it's okay to talk about this just between us listeners and us because we're allowed to talk about facts in the drag world. And one of the facts is that it's run by men who profit off the backs of drag queens, basically. They're not willing to share the ticketing capacity of venues. You really don't know if you're being paid a fair wage. But I will say this. Brandon Voss pays double plus some. He pays double plus some what the girls were getting on bots for all those years. So at least he's not a horrible manager. Like the girls are making more money than those bots Bettys.
Okay, well, bots was like fucking 10 years ago, but If
Bots
if you're still mad about it, I'm really sorry.
Bots was less than 5 years ago, and I'm only mad about it because the person that put it on promised that the girls would make more money as it went on and grew, and
it also no longer exists. So
for good goddamn reason.
Okay.
We need to get tours that are equitable among the girls and the girls putting them on and the girls.
That's the deeper issue. That's the actual issue here, which is the problem is that Voss has a deal with RuPaul's Drag Race, so they can put the actual RuPaul's Drag Race logo at the front and the center of all of their advertising, and they're saying, we're giving you RuPaul's Drag Race live. It doesn't matter, and to a lot of the fans out there, they're like, we don't care who the queens are. We think they're all great. So give us whomever.
They probably think Rue's going to come out at the end.
I heard she's going to at the next one. Just kidding. Don't buy tickets to this. This is the only way that you really can vote or tell your voice. You can send them letters or comments or whatever, and you can send us a letter, and I thank you for that because we can also share the knowledge. I didn't really know this was happening. But the only way you can really show them is to not buy tickets. Do I think that's going to happen anytime soon? No. They literally are a sign that says RuPaul's Drag Race, and then it's like, buy a ticket. So, of course, it's the biggest show on television. So, of course, everyone's going to buy tickets. There's a lot of people out there who don't know you from Thorgy Thor. And they don't care. They just want to see some, ka-ka-da-ka-ka-da-ka-ka-ka.
Okay, Detox.
That's so upsetting.
Let's read the next message.
Shall we?
The point is, okay, go support some local ass shit. Come see Divatronic at Taylor Swift, where you're supporting a bunch of artists who are fucking part of a collective. That's at the local level. Go support places at the local level, my dear. Do that.
Be a fan of drag, not a fan of Drag Race. You can be a fan of Drag Race, but being a fan of drag, if you can name 10 drag queens from Drag Race, you should be able to name at least 10 local ones too. Because those local girls will work harder than the girls from Drag Race. They'll still get on the floor. And
floor work.
Honey, yep. Floor work. Yeah. Deep floor work. Deep dark floor work.
Speaking of
Slut.
What'd you say?
Go to Fat Slut.
Oh, yeah. Fat Slut's
with
great.
Ms. Meat.
They have a good old eating contest.
Ms.
A
Ball.
hollering contest. Wonderful.
Screaming and shouting. Shows and stunts. Shenanigans. Shows and stunts. This message comes from Jimmy. Dearest Alaska, Willam, and Dip. Avid listener and fan of all of you as well as mom subscriber.
Oh, please.
That means you get premium boarding. I have always been a crafty queen and was feeling so uninspired lately. I just read Alaska's book and I loved it. Willam, yours is also a fave of mine too. It was really inspiring and motivating. It came to me, my creative block was over. Make a plunger that is actually platinum. I've never stoned anything before, so learning all about the stones and beads was fun and challenging. My question is, when you lose inspiration, what do you do to get it back and get yourself inspired? Sorry, no dick pics. But here is the finished platinum plunger. Ooh. Much love, Jimmy Curl. That is a beautiful platinum plunger.
I love it.
That's beautiful.
It's so platinum.
I hope you use D6000 because they'll be popping off if you use hot glue or super glue
Gem
or something.
This is beautiful, Jimmy. Thank you. The smatterings of stones really highlight the curvature of the plunger. And what do I do to get my inspiration back when I lose it?
Yeah. When you lose it.
When I lose my inspiration, I usually...
You tighten up and push out.
Wow. Sometimes you just can't trust friends. You... I don't know. What do I do when I walk? I usually... I don't have much of an attention. No, I usually don't have much of an attention span anyway. So I was going to say I just like walk away from it and come back to it later. But yeah, I'm not really good at buckling down unless I take my ADD medicine, and then like I'm like fucking laser shark.
Yeah.
What do
I
you
think
do?
connecting with nature is really helpful.
Oh yeah,
And
sure.
actually, if that probably too. If you are shrooms just make me cry and take my clothes off, which is fine in some scenarios, but not all. I think if you really are like, oh, I have no inspiration, like you kind of just have to like step away and like not try to have inspiration, just like step away, go somewhere else, go to nature, do nothing, and eventually the well will start to, I don't know,
Do
spring
nothing
forth
but
again.
bring up some post-its and a pen. So you remember, so you can write stuff down if you're inspired, because if you're on shrooms or drugs in the woods, you don't want to look at your phone.
Oh yeah.
You don't
Good,
have to do the
good.
drugs, but it's a recommendation.
Cannabis is very helpful to me
Yeah, I love cannabis.
every now and then.
This next message comes from Steven. He says, "Hi, Dolls and Dip. Long time, second time. It's been about 6 months since I sent you the slightly ridiculous roster of the distinguished Mini Anime Club, but we are getting so many seasons of Drag Race this year. I wanted to send a short update. Also, Lady Covidina finally caught up with me, so I've got extra time during this isolation. In the U.S. chapter, Bosco and Angeria Paris Van Michaels have joined this distinguished sisterhood. In España, we have inducted Sharon and Estrella Extravaganza. And in France, we have our first two members, Soya de Musa and Paloma. Congratulations to the class of 2022 so far. And
Wow.
speaking of international seasons, are you watching and loving them too? I thought Spain and France were especially great this year. Do you have any international tidbits or tea you could share? I know we already get fabulous coverage from the Chop, but I was hoping you might have a little extra Alaska anecdote or Willam whimsy for us. Thank you for providing us with amazing content. Steven, the unofficial secretary of the Mini Anime Club."
Wow, thank you, Stephen. And you are I think you're the Secretary General of the Mini Anime Club. Now, for those of you who
Secretary,
don't know,
Attorney General. He went to law school.
Mini Anime means
Jackson's daughter.
When you're on a season of Drag Race and you win the mini challenge, and then the same episode you win the main challenge. So that's mini and anime. That's what that means. Thank you for keeping your eyes on this, keeping track of this.
It's important.
And, you know, there's a lot of Drag Race out there. Open it anywhere. The magic will touch you. I think anywhere you go where there's drag queens like operating at their maximum, I think it's always going to be a great moment.
Well, he asked for an Alaska anecdote, not an Alaska overview. So if the diva can't
Alaska
provide
from
it,
Anchorage is asking. Alaska from Allentown is asking.
oh yeah, for sure, Allentown.
I don't know. I don't have like insider tea regarding España. I mean, I guess Australia. I did the show down there. I mean, they kind of told me that they didn't really tell me any secrets though.
They didn't tell you that thing about Art Simone?
No.
Oh, I heard some stuff. Hey, Art, write into the podcast when you hear this. We want to ask you if something's true. Because it's horrible. And if it is true,
Okay.
it's fucked up. And etc. You write in too,
Just
etc.
like bots. God damn, I hate those
Let it
guys.
write
Fucking
into us,
bots.
guys. We heard you did some
Fucking
shit.
Battle of the Seasons tour. How dare they? The next message is coming from Max.
Ooh,
Hello.
the Max? I love
Max
that restaurant.
Malinaffi?
Oh,
Max, the Max? Is that from Saved by the Bell?
yes.
Okay, work. Hello, Alaska, Willam, and Big Dipper. Longtime listener, second-time writer here regarding the topic of rhinestones and why they are called like that. Willam was absolutely right. The stones come from the Rhine Valley and got its name from the River Rhine.
Let the river
This
rhine,
valley-
honey.
This valley, however, is not located in Austria, but in Germany. However, the Swarovski company, where the stones get polished, is located in Austria. We don't call them rhinestones here, but Strass stones, after George Frederick Strass.
Oh, George.
Who first thought of putting metal foil on the bottom of the stones to make them more shiny. By the way, there is a Swarovski Adventure Park in Austria. we're going. Oh my God. Which is worth visiting. I highly recommend it if you love Crystal. Also, I want to share with you some pictures of my dick, as well as parts of my first ever drag outfit, which I thought was topical since I put a lot of rhinestones on it. I love Crystal. I need some boots, bra, and panties, and another shit ton of rhinestones so it matches the parts I already got, plus some more time since I'm a perfectionist. I'd love to hear what you think about it. Hope you have a great day. Max from Vienna.
Well, the Vienna sausage is out of the can.
Honey.
And he's got his jock strap shimmied down to his knees.
Scooched.
It's scooched. And he sends us a winter dick and a summer dick. One that is shorn of the hair, and one that is nestled in a bush.
Try different hairstyles. It's fun.
He side parted it, and the foreskin is parted down the middle. And do you see that droplet of cum?
Is it cum or pre-cum?
It could be either, but the viscosity of it looks like it might be.
I don't see any other cum anywhere else, so it begs the question.
Oh, you should check this carpet, honey. Detox has stayed here.
What happened to it? Forensics. Now let's scroll down and we can get into this drag look, though. The dick is great. But
the dick is great. The drag is even better. He has a pair
really
of
great stoning.
Simple black gloves, which are stoned in a skeleton pattern. So the stones read as bones. And honey, we're a fan of the bone here.
Rhine bones.
Romancing the rhine bone. So the gloves are beautiful. The fan, I'm sure, is clacky and loud and annoying. And will it shut right with the rhinestones on it like that, you think?
Hell yeah. Who cares? It looks great. And the corset is... The stoning work is top-notch. This is really, really great. And thank you for educating us about rhinestones. We've got to go to the Rhinestone Adventure Park.
I'm down. Why does he have this skinny little dildo near the fan, though?
Oh, that's a cigarette holder.
Oh, okay.
It's Bob Barker's microphone, actually.
Oh, I got it. Spay and neuter your queens.
Welcome back to The Price is Right. Okay. We want to thank you so much for listening.
The price is wrong, my dear. The price is $4.99.
Dollars. Thank you so much for listening to Hot Goss. And a special thanks to our tip spot this week, Ms. Pat. Yeah. Check out that new season of the Ms. Pat Show, airing now on BET Plus.
And shout out to all of our Mom Plus subscribers who are listening to this episode ad-free behind the paywall. A special hello to Mark G.
Hi, Mark G.
And Leslie N.
Hello, Leslie N. from Louisville.
Thanks for listening.
And follow us on Instagram at Willam, at The Only Alaska 5000, at Race Chaser Pod, at Mom Podcasts.
Please stay safe out there, everyone, and be vigilant to what is happening around you. Get the monkeypox vaccine if you are at risk and have access to it. You will thank yourself.
And throw a fit at the line.
In a public park.
That's fun. We will be back next week with another steaming
piping,
scalding serving of
Hot Goss.
Mom!
To listen to Race Chaser ad-free, sign up for Mom Plus at mompodcast.plus.
Race Chaser is produced by Forever Dog and Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom.
Hosted by Alaska and Willam.
And produced by Big Dipper.
Editing and sound design by Will Pitts.
Executive produced by Willam Belli, Alaska Thunderfuck, Big Dipper, and Joe Cilio, Brett Boehm, and Alex Ramsey.
Our theme song is by Alaska Thunderfuck 5000.